Hey y'all, welcome back to another speed building video and happy Capricorn season. Today I really wanted to build a Capricorn style house or like a Capricorn themed house, and let me explain a little bit my thinking. If you're a Capricorn, you may already know where I'm going with this, but I've seen a lot of creators do series of like zodiac signs, like each zodiac sign is an apartment, is a sim, is a tiny house, whatever, and I feel like Capricorns have gotten a very bad end of the deal. And it's not just Sims builds, it's everything. I remember growing up, these posts on Instagram would go around that were like, what drink are you, based on like your star sign, and it would be like Geminis or like pink lemonade, and like Leos are a martini and Capricorns are like a lukewarm glass of water. I think it's because Capricorns are supposed to be sensible and responsible or something, and I think people get mixed up a little bit with like responsible, they think like boring, but as a Capricorn myself, I don't know. So anyway, I'm here today doing God's work. I am building a Capricorn style home that is not boring. And no hate to the other creators, they've done amazing jobs. The homes that they build are good, it's just that they're not quite what I wanted to see for Capricorns, so I'm taking matters into my own hands, if that makes sense. It's really not that deep. I'm being very dramatic. It's really not that deep. Anyway. So when I started doing like a little bit of research to see like what Capricorn's color scheme is and stuff like that, the first result said that Capricorn's colors were brown and gray. So we were off to a very bad start because I was like, I'm not gonna build a brown and gray house. So I just kept looking through the Google results until I found one that I liked, and I finally found one that said that Capricorn's colors are like dark green, like an emerald, and also violet. So I was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. And they also said that Capricorns are mysterious. So I was like, great, I'm gonna run with that. I decided to do like an emerald color scheme, like a lot of blacks and whites, as opposed to gray. And then just like emerald accents everywhere. I thought maybe I could do a green kitchen, because I know those are super like trendy right now. And then as far as mysterious goes, I decided to use a lot of the paranormal and vampire packs. Also, this is not pack restricted, I should say. I just didn't feel like restricting it, so I think it uses like almost every single pack. So if you want to download this, I'm so sorry. It's not going to be easy. You might have to replace a lot of items, but it is on the gallery. Search the hashtag AliciaSims if you want to play in this house. But anyway. And by this point, you've seen the basic shape of the house come together. In a little while, I'm going to add another bump out for a bit of extra space. But this is, basically it. I was thinking that rather than have like a really cool modern house, it would be more true to like Capricorn nature to get a slightly older home with a lot of character. So like you've got the bay windows, you've got that large wraparound porch, a few like older architectural elements, and then revamp it, like reimagine it. I imagine that whatever Capricorn lives here just like redid the wallpaper, restored some of the elements, I don't know, made it like slightly more modern, but not too modern. So it's like, I don't know, that gave me Capricorn vibes for some reason. So now that the layout is sort of figured out, I went with these really, really cute light fixtures from high school that have so much character. They're black and white. So cute. I've never used them in this swatch before, but I think I'm going to use them more often because they're so cute. And then I just went with this sort of gray, white hardwood flooring that I think is really, really cute. And it did say on the internet that gray was one of the main Capricorn colors, so I feel like that's fair. And then, yeah, we're working on this sort of like grand entry space. I have this staircase right in the center with archways on either side, which I feel like is not a really modern thing. It's like definitely older, but it has a lot of character, so I thought that was perfect. And then here I am working on these curtains. This swatch of curtains from high school was perfect, but the curtain rod was like wooden and I didn't really like that, so I decided to take those little I don't know what to call them, those little wooden pieces from Desert Luxe kit and resize them to hide the curtain rod. And I do that all over the house. You'll see me do it like here in the dining room again, but eventually I do end up just cutting it out because it takes so much time. But yeah, I just use the tool mod to kind of get those pieces exactly how I like them and make a bit of like a, I guess, custom curtain piece. And you know what? I had to cut out so much scouring through the whole catalog looking for anything emerald green. We are seriously lacking in the emerald green department. I found like this really cute plant from the Blooming Rooms kit. That was super handy. I mean, there's a couple things from high school that are the right swatch, and like maybe a few things from Cottage Living could pass as emerald green, but like, I don't know. It just, if I could request one thing, that's not true. I have a million requests, but one of them is more emerald green stuff because it's so cute. Also, if you hear my voice struggling a little bit, I am sick. I am a lot better than I was a week ago. A week ago, I couldn't even talk, so this is a huge improvement. Count your blessings, please. And I also wanted to get this video up like during Capricorn season. I didn't want to wait too long and like post it in like May, you know? I'm gonna start working on the bathroom in just a second here. There's just a little powder room on the main floor. And I used some no CC gallery art today. That's new for me. I usually don't really do that. I don't know why. It just never occurred to me, but due to the lack of emerald green art, I went to the gallery and started looking around there. So huge shout out to the creator holyshmowow, I think is her name. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll put it down in the description down below, but they make amazing gallery artwork. It's all not CC. I think what they do is they bring CC into their game, then they have a sim paint that CC by reference just on the easel, and then it's like in the game, it's no longer CC, if that makes sense. And then they upload it for all of us, which is very, very nice of them. Thank you. So I'm using some of those pieces in the bathroom here. I use a few more in the living room and then in the bathroom upstairs. And I just add some little frames by combining them with existing paintings in the game. And yeah, I just think it turned out so good. So huge thank you to that creator. I'm sure they'll never see this video ever, but I did leave a comment saying thanks and like telling them how amazing their gallery art is. But yeah, now we are moving on into the kitchen. I am working on that green kitchen that I was talking about. I didn't love the counters in the green swatch. This is the vampire kitchen set, by the way. I should probably mention that, but I didn't love the swatch of the counters in emerald because again, it had like some wooden accents, and for some reason, I just wanted like zero wood in this house, especially if it wasn't black or white, you know? So I had to use the black and white swatch for the counters, and then for the cabinets, I went with the emerald green. And I think it's really, really cute like this. I think I actually prefer it this way. Like, it's a little less jarring, a little more tasteful. I love it. And then the kitchen sink is centered right under the window. I went with my favorite base game curtains, those plain white ones, adding a little counter here in the center. And that little rug, I used that one in the dining room, you may have noticed, but it's just like this round emerald green fuzzy rug that came with the high school years pack. Chef's kiss, love it. And just cluttering up the space a little bit. I grab a little base game treasure chest. Well, it's not little. I size it down later so it becomes little, but this like random treasure chest piece I decided to put on the counters because if you remember from earlier, the internet told me that Capricorns are mysterious. So I thought like, ooh, like this is so mysterious. What do they keep in that treasure chest? You know, that was kind of my thought process there. Anyway, so hopefully this isn't boring. Like that's like my one thing is I just want this build to be like cute and interesting. So hopefully I am not failing in that way. But yeah, it was my birthday when I built this. I don't know why, but like I was just in the mood to build something. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna build something on my birthday. Not the most exciting of birthday plans, but I had a good time, so there you go. I did other things on my birthday, don't worry. I went out with my fiance, we got some food, I hung out with my brother and my sister-in-law who live in the same city as me, and then I FaceTimed my family who live away from here, which was really, really nice, and yeah, it was a good time. My fiance did this really, really sweet thing for me. I have diabetes, but I also love like a snack. Not a great combination. Anyway, he got me like some raisins and some crackers and like a couple other healthy snacks, as well as some Kit Kats, which aren't really healthy, but like, I'm not perfect, you know? Anyway, so huge shout out to him. Anyway, we're working on I should probably talk about the build, not my birthday. Although I love my birthday, so like, if you want more birthday content, let me know. I love to talk about myself. But anyway, this is the living area. I used that cute little corner sofa from Cats and Dogs and just put it in the bay window. And then I used the high school years sofa across from that. Lots of emerald green again, and a couple of accent chairs. I'm adding a lounge here in the corner. It turns out really, really cute. I give it its own rug, its own little side table, so it can be like a nice little reading nook. I put some cushions on it that are actually meditation stools from the Spa Day expansion. I also grab a gramophone from the high school years pack. You can win that at prom, I think. It's like a debug item. I'm pretty sure it's not in the catalog. Maybe you have to unlock it. I don't really know. But I added that because gramophones are hip and cool and maybe mysterious. Am I crazy for saying that? Anyway, but it only plays prom music because it's a prom item. So I'm so sorry. If that is a deal breaker for you, you can always just switch it to a different stereo, one that plays actual music and not just prom music maybe. And then here I am grabbing another No CC gallery art piece. This one was just perfect. The color was like spot on, exactly what I needed. I wanted to rotate it though, which was a bit of a struggle. So you'll see me like mess around with the tool mod. I ended up cutting a bunch of it out because I was so embarrassed by how long it took me to actually rotate and place that painting. It's really tricky, at least for me. But then I also add a little like old-fashioned clock. I think it's from Cottage Living, and then I add a little bookcase underneath, or a little pile of books, and some clutter from the Everyday Clutter Kit. Super cute. And then I grab this painting from Base Game, rotate it again. This time it's a little bit easier. Still takes a lot of trial and error. I am not an expert with the tool mod, that's for sure. I had someone ask me once like to do a little tool mod, just like instructional video how I use the tool mod, and like I could, but I'm really not that great at it. It's a lot of struggle, and I know that like Twisted Mexie's own tutorials would be like a million times better, so I'm probably never gonna do that actually. Oh, and also I'm never gonna do the other star signs, I think. I'm really not great at series. Like I just cannot commit. I forget about it. I think I might have a bit of an attention problem where I just like forget about things and I get a new idea and it's all I can think about type of thing. Like I'm really not good at being consistent with YouTube series, so don't even ask for the other star signs because it'll never happen. If this gets a million likes, then I'll do it. So leave a like if you want to see those. Anyway, now we are working on this bathroom upstairs. It's the ensuite from the main bedroom, which I'll get to in just a second. But of course, I'm using some more of that No CC gallery art. Thank you so much, holyshmowow. That's really the only way I can think to pronounce it, so I really hope I'm getting that right. But anyway, I went with wallpaper for both of the bathrooms in this house, which is kind of new for me. I almost always do tile, but if you think about it, not every bathroom has tile. A lot of them just have like paint or something, so why not a cute wallpaper, you know? This one is from Paranormal. It's not quite emerald green, it's a bit more blue, but it's really, really cute and it fits the vibe. I felt like, you know, there wasn't really an emerald green color that I could use in the bathroom, so I went with that blue one, and yeah, I like it. Now we are moving on into the bedroom. I use these side tables from high school years. Love the color of them. I do a bit of an accent wall behind the bed in this black and white vampires wallpaper that I've been using sporadically throughout the build, and a bit of a jump there. I did a bit of trial and error, and yeah, I don't know. I just got rid of the curtains and everything. I cut a bunch of it out, but here we are. We're using those base game curtains and some of those really tall, cute cabinets from high school years. They match the side tables, which is nice. And I guess I got rid of that accent wall that I talked so much about. Oh, and then I found this really cute armchair. I didn't want to use it in the bedroom, but I wanted to use it somewhere, so I put it by the entryway. And then here in the bay window, I add a little vanity from Cottage Living. It's not functional, but your Sims can go sit on that stool and you can pretend they're using the vanity, you know? It's really just a dresser, so it's functional in that way. And add just a little bit of like a bookcase and some cute little decorations here on the wall. And then that's pretty much it for this bedroom. I think it turned out pretty cute. It's definitely very tidy. I didn't want to add too much clutter because I feel like Capricorns are more like tidy, or at least they're supposed to be. Me personally, I am a huge mess. My house could be on TLC Hoarders right now. It's not good. I will not be showing a photo. Just imagine like the messiest your house has ever been and then double it. That's like what my house is like right now. Anyway, there's this little hallway space up here. I add some curtains, of course, but I figured I would add some skill building items up here. So I grab an easel. The only black easel in the game is from what pack is that from? It's escaping me right now. Oh, it's from University. So I use that one because it fits the color scheme, and add some art, of course. But, you know, this space is really versatile. If you do download this space, you can add a bunch of items here. I also left both of the porches just completely empty, so you can go ahead and add whatever you like there. Super versatile. I totally did that on purpose and not because I am super lazy and didn't want to fill up the porches. So yeah. Anyway, this is the last room that we're going to be working on. This is the home office. I think this is probably like my favorite room in the whole house. I use these armchairs again from high school years. They're super cute. They have like that blanket draped over the side, which like I love a little bit of detail like that. I sized down these like gallery photos from, what is that from? That's from City Living. And I combined them together to make this like 5 paintings in a row, which I think is super cute. I only do one curtain, which I think is fair because it's an office. Like, why do you need a curtain, you know? And I think it just looks cuter like that somehow. And like the bay window is super cute. I add a little lamp and a little table there. I don't know. I love this room. And then I add that cork board from Dream Home Decorator. I imagine this sim probably works a lot at home, so that was a super cute touch. And right now I have this really cute desk from Paranormal in the green swatch, but I do switch it to be white and then add this green rug instead, which I think is super, super cute. So yeah, I'm very jealous of that home office, although I am sort of like revamping my office at home. Maybe I should do a video about that. Actually, maybe I will. I'm super excited. I bought some really cute like pillow covers, and I just got this new desk secondhand, and everything's really cute. Anyway, back to the build. Focus. I am working now on the exterior. I went with these evergreen trees from Cats and Dogs, and I use these whenever I'm doing an emerald green build because they are the only plants that are the right swatch to sort of like complement the color scheme. They're like the only emerald green plants I can find in the catalog. Let me know if there are other ones and I'm just missing them, but so far these are the only ones I can find. I also added some planter pots and like a bunch of really fun outdoor activities because Capricorn is an earth sign, so yeah, I thought that was perfect, and I add a little swing set as well so they can enjoy the outdoors. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing. Love you. Bye.